Uh, Questions? Going into Irvine.
Since Saturday was your guys' first kind of official game playing the offense, what did you see from that you guys did and things to work on improve that?
Well, there's a lot of things. We watched half of the game, a little more than half the game yesterday as a team, and just execution, just all the little things. Not screening in the half court when we're in half court offense. We did a good job getting some easy baskets, getting fouled in transition in the first half. I think there was 10 or 12 points. And we really got up to a shaky start because of all the hype. I mean, our guys were so hyped up. I mean, I think you had 4 or 5 points after the first 5 minutes. So, once we started to settle down, then things got rolling a lot better. I mean, our defense, they didn't shoot a great percentage, and we can take some credit in that, but some of it was just they missed some open shots too, Indiana State. I think it was, when he comes in the game, one of the things you're seeing is that everybody's going right at him in the pick and roll or the pick and pop. And, he had a very good practice yesterday, so I felt good about that. But it's something, it's going to be a regular, challenge for us as a team.
Coach, can you talk a little bit about the defense, the two types of defenses that you used in that game, and style, and what was the theory behind?
Well, we did quite a bit of switching in the game, second half in particular. More switching with our, length, same size guys. They were doing a lot of dribble handoffs, and a lot of, for example, whenever Kyle Anderson is in a pick and roll with either Dave Ware or Travis Ware, it should be immediate switch. And it's something that, we will continue to do during the year, and I think it'll help us. I think this team, because of its size, has the ability to switch a lot more than maybe, for example, a year ago.
Would you say, did you play a little bit of kind of zone concepts for some of that?
Not really. I mean, I guess a good man has got some zone concepts. Coach Wooden used to all say that. I mean, there's 3 guys that are playing man and 2 guys that are playing zone in a defensive possession in a half court.
Do you anticipate changing the starting lineup for
I don't anticipate changing for tomorrow.
How do you think the freshmen handled their first time in their lives?
Well, I think like everybody on the team, they were all a little bit amped up and nervous and hyped and excited, which is natural. It was a great atmosphere Friday night. It was phenomenal. Great crowd. It was very exciting. It really got a lot of positive feedback from people. I talked just how much fun it was. So that was nice. But I think that the players, there's been a lot of anticipation for that first game, and it's a big deal. It's the first opening of a building. I mean, it's a historic occasion.
You talk about Kyrie dislocated finger, I think. Pardon me? You talked about Tyler Allen. You said dislocated finger.
No, that was Larry Drew dislocated his finger. He practiced yesterday and practiced very well. Now he has to have it taped. It was actually one of the joints in his finger. I don't think it was the complete finger. I think it was. I'm not sure which joint. I think it's probably, this first joint right here in your finger, and I'm not even sure which finger it is. Either the index finger or the middle finger on his right hand.
Can stay his stats for tomorrow?
Yeah, maybe he practiced. Like I said, he practiced the entire practice last night. We went about 2 hours and 15 minutes and practiced well.
With offense running through Kyle a lot, is Larry kind of in an unorthodox point guard role?
Not at all. Larry had 5 assists. I think Larry has the ball the most by far. Kyle does a great job, seeing the floor and making plays. But, Larry's the one that's pushing the ball when they're in there together. except when Kyle gets the rebound himself.
Is that the kind of game you expect from Kyle, like he had in his first game where he's filling up the stat sheet, 10 rebounds, I think he had 6 assists, that sort of thing?
That would be nice. Yeah. Yeah. That would be nice. I don't know about triple doubles, but I like double doubles. I mean, he and Dave Ware both had a double double, I think, and so that was good.
Now, was Tyler Lamb playing, was that a last minute thing, or what's his status?
Tyler started practice a week ago, Tuesday for half an hour, Wednesday for an hour, Thursday for about an hour and a half, and then played Friday. We brought him back Saturday and did a workout with him for about half an hour, and he had some swelling in his knee, so we had to back him down. Yesterday he went for a little bit over an hour, so we're just trying to, slowly get him back in. And, his biggest thing is he's just got to get his game legs back. He got lost some conditioning for sure, being out for a month. Yet his minutes I thought were critical for us in that game. He was the guy that hit a big three to put us up 10 late in the first half with about 4 to go, where he had skipped past it, crossed away, and got it back. He had a big assist. He did some good things. It was really important for us to have Tyler available, and anticipating he'll. I haven't heard yet from Leif how his swelling is today after yesterday's practice, but find out a little bit later.
Coach, what kind of matchup issues are there with UC Irvine, particularly like Michael Wilder? What does he present to you?
Well, Wilder this year, years past, he's been playing the 4 for him, undersized forward, 6'4". But now, in their first game against Reno, he played strictly the 3 the entire game, which is a little better. But he's a very good player. The guy who really is playing well is Starring. Starring had 25 in that game. Was really aggressive, looking to score, looking to make things happen. That's a tough matchup. They've got 5 seniors that start for them. They're very well coached. They just beat a solid Reno team handily. And this team that Russ has, I think it's a team that's capable of going and doing real well in the Big West this year. And I think his 3rd year. So, Flowers is a very good point guard, very quick. He's a penetrator. Wilder and Starring, those are their, big 3. Alex Young's a backup point who's a real good player for him. He's going to be really good. Will Davis starts at the 4, and he's a kid that, you could see last year had real potential. And looks like he's really improved a lot in the off season. They have this kid Best, who comes in off the bench, a big kid, and he can really shoot it. And McNeely's son, Mike McNeely's son, Chris McNeely, my bad, junior. He averaged double figures last year on the season. He was one of their 3 guys that for the season averaged double figures. So they have a lot of weapons. There's a lot of pick and pop, a lot of pick and roll, a lot of pick and slip. They really try to space you out, and a lot of driving, a lot of penetration. So it's going to be a challenge for our defense.
Irvine seems like they're a 3-guard lineup, and it seems like college basketball is going to a lot of 3-guard, and you're basically playing 3 bigs. What kind of challenge is it defensively like to match up with a team like this?
Yeah, it's tough. At times it can be tough. Kyle's going to always have, challenges staying in front of the ball because of his size. He's 6'9", and he's going to be guarding, a guy like Wilder, who's a wily veteran. He's good. As you guys remember, he's a good player. He's a problem. So that's going to be an interesting matchup. But, when Kyle comes out or he's out of the game, then we're playing a little smaller. Okay, thank you.